The apocalypse begins not with a bang, but with a wheeze. We meet Columbus, a man governed by anxiety and a list of rules for survival, his world shrunk to the size of an empty parking lot. These rules, flashing on screen like a grim tutorial, are his armor. Soon he's joined by Tallahassee, a swaggering zombie killer fueled by a grief he hides behind a quest for a Twinkie. And then there's Wichita and Little Rock, a pair of cunning sisters who trust no one. They aren't friends, they're a volatile cocktail of survivors, using city names as code to keep the world at arm's length. The film's genius lies in this realism, the mud on their boots, the dents in their Escalade, the quiet desperation in their eyes. It's a world built on texture. Their journey is a masterclass in tone, shifting from a slow-motion montage of zombie-slaying rules to a surreal detour in a Hollywood mansion. Here, they meet a living legend, Bill Murray, camouflaged as one of the undead. The scene is pure comedic gold, a breath of nostalgic air in a world of decay. But it ends in tragedy, a stark reminder that in Zombieland, even the best jokes can have a fatal punchline. This is where the film asks its central question. What good are rules if there's no one left to protect? The answer arrives in a blaze of neon and chaotic glory at an amusement park. Amidst the clatter of roller coasters and the screams of the undead, this fractured quartet finally becomes a family, their survival instincts turning from self-preservation to a shared purpose. A decade later, Double Tap finds our heroes comfortably settled in the White House, a symbol of how survival can curdle into complacency. But the world has evolved, and so have the zombies. The introduction of their dim-witted doppelgangers forces them to confront their own bad habits, proving that rigid swagger is no match for flexible thinking. The film culminates at Babylon, a pacifist haven, where the group must learn to fight together, turning individual heroics into a coordinated, communal victory. The soundtrack is a character in itself, with thunderous classic rock driving the action, and Elvis Presley's crooning adding a layer of swagger, loss, and eventual release. Behind the scenes, this authenticity was meticulously crafted. Actors underwent firearm boot camps until reloading became second nature. The iconic Twinkie gag used vegan-friendly cakes, and prop masters paired functional, blank-firing weapons with soft rubber doubles for safety. The gore was largely practical, with digital touch-ups used sparingly to keep the comedic and horrific timing perfect. Scenes were deleted not because they were bad, but to serve the film's relentless momentum, a lesson learned from test audiences who craved pace over meandering detours. Look closer, and Zombieland is littered with clever details. The on-screen text of the rules acts like a snarky narrator. Bill Murray's final on-screen words are a nod to his role as the voice of Garfield. The sequel's unstoppable T-800 zombies are a direct parody of the Terminator franchise. These layers add depth, subtly commenting on everything from consumer culture to the ache of grief. The first film, made on a thrifty budget, became a sleeper hit, proving that audiences were hungry for its blend of heart and humor. In a world that often feels chaotic, Zombieland's message is clear. The toughest survivors are not the strongest, but the most adaptable. The family you choose is the only rule that truly matters. For its pitch-perfect blend of horror, comedy, and heart, the saga earns a solid 86 out of 100.